Okay, this is time for a keep turning left harbour tour. Obvious sign of a liveaboard. Flowers. Somebody who would really rather live in a house. I like the hedonism of this table. A lot of alcohol consumed there. And there's this collection of 3 motor fishing vessels. And it says here, typical fishing boats of the 1930s and 1940s, a little more than a memory, but a collection of 3 prime examples are preserved in the St. Peter's Marina. In the 1930s, motor fishing boats evolved away from what had been sailing boat hulls fitted with engines. Hunting for fish with ring or seine nets as opposed to passively waiting for the fish with drift nets became popular. Boats had to be fast and manoeuvrable. Propellers had to be well under the stern to clear the nets. Decks and bulwarks had to be low so that fishing gear could be hauled by hand. The result was a sleek, lightweight vessel of a most attractive style, a style that disappeared when trawling with chunky, high-powered boats became popular in the 1960s. Below deck, these older vessels had a crew forecastle with bunks and stove, a fish hold and an engine room. Above deck there was little protection, except for the skipper. Here in St. Peter's Basin are 3 of the handful of survivors from the age of the ring netters. Although this type of boat was widely built on the Scottish east coast, in northeast England and around the Clyde estuary, the survivors are all of East Scottish origin. Visible are the Sovereign, a drifter ringer of 1936, Favourite, a seiner of 1947, and Rachel Douglas, a ringer seiner of 1948. Sovereign, built by nobles of Fraserburgh, spent her early years at Newhaven near Edinburgh, prior to service with the Royal Navy during the war. She subsequently spent most of her working life at sea houses and North Shields until 2009, when, as Britain's oldest fishing vessel in the 10-metre plus category, she was retired. Favourite, built by Walter Reiki of St. Monmouths in 1947, was work from the Isle of Man, but soon moved to the Northumbrian coast, spending over 20 years in sea houses before moving to St. Abbs in the 1970s. So, chunky motorboat. Fine if the engine works fine. Blobby boat, 41,000, never in a million years. Don't know what it is, couldn't care less. Nameless speedboat. Quite like this. This is a canal cruiser, but Mr. Blobby in the back, good for you. This is a wooden boat about to die. The Other Woman, that'll do for a name. Don't want it. Kindred Spirit, don't want it. Lovely little itinerant boat, complete with a life jacket hanging on it. Blobby. Little working vessel, needs somebody to look after it. Is that wood? I think it probably is. Rusty old trim tabs. Nothing. Don't know what it is. Cabin's too big. The Dotty Dan Chaser. ADS. Pile of wood and stuff lifted out of here. Maybe somebody will burn it in a log burner at some stage. Speedboat. Yellow speedboat. Little motorboat. Fishing coble, wooden, good for you guys. Still 22. Firefly, don't know what you are, quite ugly, blobby. It's a pirate, I think. Favourite, Sovereign. constant friend. This is in pretty good nick here. As they say, lots of places won't take wooden boats. Or liverboards. Quite a nice wooden boat. Needs help. Kind of workboat. Hurley on its way to dying. Coble with an engine. Look at the angle of that mast, it's incredible. What can we do with the cover though, lads?